Hey there, everyone. We're streaming again. 3 days in a row. Only second time on Twitch, though. Let's turn my laptop volume down. Check my Twitter, which I always just kind of do. It's kind of a habit, isn't it? Just checking your social media. Like, I know it's an old cliche, but all right. So yesterday I streamed for the first time on Twitch, and it worked out very well. Everybody said that the volumes and everything were very good, and it all looked good. My problem was that I didn't realize I have to click something to save the videos. So yesterday's was lost. So if you happen to be here, that was awesome. You know, you got a little bit of inside exclusive time there. Excuse me. But you also missed. I was just playing Batman Returns. I figured, you know, just to play something, just to try it out. And I actually almost beat it. And it was literally the last fight, last boss. If I would have punched him, I would have won. If he hit me, and I lost. So I figured I'll try it again. I want to test the stream again, and I want to test the archiving, just to see if it works. So I know it's a weird time to stream. I figure a lot of people are probably in school or at work, but I figured this is a good time. You know, I don't want to test it, and there's not a bunch of people. If I get 5-10 people, I'm super excited. But I don't want to do that. Even 5-10 people, I don't want them to be watching me mess up and the stream's all screwed up. But let's start this out. And I'm gonna do what we did again yesterday, which was jack it up to 7 because, you know, it's just fun. Batman. This is probably one of my favorite Batman games. I never played the Arkham games, but I always hear I hear good things about them, but it's always it's never this game was awesome. It's always yeah, they're pretty good. Which is always kind of like, they're just happy that they weren't terrible. You know, which is hardly a ringing endorsement of a game. I always forget that you can hit them. So hopefully the stream is coming through fairly decently. My connection seems to be pretty solid, so let me tell you about before I forget, let me tell you about my PS3 adventure today. I go to the Goodwill stores a lot, and very rarely, but every once in a while I have a chance to buy. They'll have a PS3 there. I don't own a PS3. I've never owned one, so I know I missed out on a lot of games. I've missed out on like Little Big Planet and stuff like that, and there are some games that I've always wanted to really play. You know, the Uncharted games. I loved the Tomb Raider game that came out. I haven't played the other one. I forget what it was. Rise and Fall. No, I forget what it was called. But Rise of the Tomb Raider, I think. Something like that. And so I was telling somebody about that, and they said, well, try the Uncharted games. The Uncharted games are really good. But I said, you know, I don't have a PS3. I've never owned a PS3. I don't own a PS4 yet. I do want one of those. But, so I never owned one. And the few chances that I had to get them, I either just didn't have the money, or I just didn't want it at the time. So I went today, like I do pretty much every day. And I see sitting on one of it's on the little cart where the employees are getting ready to put it on the shelf. So there's the big fat PS3, $20. I'm like, okay, that's worth the risk. You know, I know that the big fat ones, there's a lot of concern about them overheating or being broken. So I figured, you know what, $20 is worth the risk. If it doesn't work, I can just take it back. You know, you have 7 days to take it back, but I was going to test it within an hour. You know, so I figured, all right, let's give it a shot. The Goodwill store that I went to is the one that's a little further away, but I stopped every once in a while. I decided to go to the regular one that I go to, just, you know, see what they have there. You know, that's the one I always go to. There in the shelf is a slim PS3. So I'm like, okay, this is PS3 day. The problem is that the slim PS3 was $40, and the other one, like I said, I had already bought it and it was $20. So you know what? I'm gonna. I came home and I tested out the PS3, and it's working. It worked fine. I stopped at GameStop and picked up a Resistance because it was $3. I figured, you know what? I'll buy a game just to test it, and if the system doesn't work, I'll keep the $3 game. And you know, it's Resistance Fallen Man. I heard that was pretty good. You know, so. Excuse me. Oh, punch in the back of the head. So I came home and I hooked it up and I tested it out, and I'm very excited that it's working. So now I have a PS3, so I would love to ask what people think I should get. Obviously I want to get the Uncharted games. I'll probably play Resistance just because I have it, which means that I'll end up getting Resistance 2 or 3. Just, you know, just to have the set. I mean, I think he said Resistance 2 was also $3. And then Resistance 3, I think, was $10. But, you know, what else should I get? What else should I get for the PS3? Or should I go and get the Slim for $40 and then return the fat one? You know, I don't know how much I'll be playing of the PS3, just because the way my setup is, it's not very conducive to another system being hooked up full time. Oh, that was easy. So I'm just curious, you know, or did I waste $20 and should I have just skipped over PS3 completely? Which I'm not going to do because I'm a collector. I have to have one of everything. I even have a space on my shelf for a PS3 because I knew I was going to get one. I have a PS1, the small white system. And then next to it, I have a PS2, the fat system with the skinny one on top. Or the slim, I should say, on top. And then next to that, I have an empty gap to fit a PS3, which now I have. So I'm kind of excited. Oh, hi, Label. Or Label. Or Labeled. What are the advantages to owning a slim PS3? They break less. The PS2 generally works for PS2 games, but something happens to them, and a lot of the time they lose which mine actually is. Mine is like that. My fat system doesn't play PlayStation 1 games, and it doesn't play the purple PS2 games, which that was a common problem. But when I worked at people used to get upset. I worked at a video game store, and it was called Game Gallery, and they would try and trade in PS2s, so we would always test the systems out. So we would test out black PlayStation 2 discs and PlayStation 1 or purple discs. It wouldn't play the purple discs, so we wouldn't take it, and they'd get upset and say, oh, well, we played the other game just fine. So then we would have to explain it to them, and they would be all furious. But yeah, the slim systems didn't really have that problem. As far as I've noticed anyway, mine's playing PS1 games just fine. It's what I normally use. Although now the PS2, the PS3 plays PS1 games. The only thing that stinks is the PS3 that I have is not the backwards compatible one. There was the one that was it had 4 USB slots on the front. That's the one that played PS2 games. I would have loved to have one of those. But you know what? For $20, I'm not going to be a chooser. Oh, come on. Hey, there we go. Oh wait, I gotta grab this guy. I love the sound it makes when you throw him against the pole. Getting a phone call, but I can't take it now. Yeah, if you can find if you can find a oh, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. You just said PS3. The slim PS3s. Wow, that was annoying. Yeah, I was talking about PS2s. The PS3 is actually sort of a similar problem. The PS3 fat ones are known to overheat and break. So the slims are notoriously work better. Now that's the, I think it's called the slim. There's the one that had the sliding top. That apparently is also prone to breaking in one way or another. So it's better to have the, it's like the sleek black one that the discs slide in the front. And yeah, for, you know, for 20 bucks, you know, if I play a bunch of games and it breaks in a year, I got my 20 bucks worth. Damn motorcycle guy. Doing considerably better than yesterday, since yesterday was the first time I played the game in a long time. How am I sounding, by the way? Am I... Hopefully I'm still doing okay. I didn't change any of the levels from yesterday, so I should still be alright, but I'm still new to this, very. So I'm always worried that there's something that when you turn it off and turn it back on, it changes a setting or something. What the? You know, I'm a big guy and I'm nowhere near that agile. Ah, thank you. So how are you doing? How's your day going? Did you happen to find an awesome PS3 system or something? I love hearing oh no! I love hearing people's finds. I love watching like find videos where they go to garage sales and stuff. I'm such a nerd collector that, like, I just want to see other people collect stuff. Come on, there we go. Oh! Alright, is this the roof system? Oh no, okay. Come on, if one of these is a little bit of health. There we go, a little bit of health. Oh! Thank you. Oh, you got the pre-owned slim one, yeah. How do you like it? What are you playing on it? Or has it become looking glorious on your shelf? Which is totally fine if it does. I'm the last one to complain about systems going on shelves and that's it. Come on, I need more health. Oh! You know, it seems weird that this game and this movie was all about fighting clowns, and it wasn't about the Joker. Oh, there goes the health that I needed. Oh god, I think I still need it. You know, I know a couple people playing that play the Ratchet and Clank series, and I hear good things. So I think I may want to try. Isn't there like a bad version or something? Was it the PS4 collection where there was a problem with it? Or am I thinking of Sly Cooper? Because I heard the Sly Cooper collection, it was all messed up, or like there were audio glitches and stuff. I hate that he just falls. Alright, so it is Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, I remember there was one of them that I was hearing about that. Which stinks that... I mean, you would think that the point of buying a collection on a later system, on a more advanced system, would be to eliminate any problems that the first one had. Doing much better than yesterday. I don't know if you were here yesterday and saw it, but that was a rough run. Oh. And Derposaurus says hello to everybody. It's Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah, I'm not sorry I said that. Yeah, this level is very weird. Like, I don't mind this. It's fine. It's just... Apparently there's a pathway up that I can never do. Derposaurus Rex, that's right. Still got him. He's still going strong. Right, come on. Come on. Yeah, I knew there was one that a bunch of them came out. Alright, so let's try. Yeah, I always end up... At the end of this, I always end up underneath the platform that I'm supposed to be on. And I don't think I've ever gotten above it. Oh, wow. Let's see what happens here. Hey, see? Oh, that's good then, but... Okay, so I guess when you go high up, you just end up back down here anyway. Unless there's another path up that I never see. No, it's not this part. It's the next part. See, yeah, like, see, look, see, there's guys up there. I can never get up there. And then when I finish this, yeah, I feel like I'm supposed to be able to get up there. This damn fight. She does this thing where she, like, teleports around. And I don't even know if it's possible to hit her. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I wanted to pick up a PS3. That's one of the reasons I like retro collecting. Really, is you know, you get a decent system for a low price, and just because it's 1 or 2 or 3 generations old, it doesn't mean that the games stink for it now. You know, they're still very playable. Come on. Binary domain? What's a binary domain? That seems interesting. Ugh. Saved by kitty litter. Do trucks, I still always think of that. Like, do trucks just drive around like open back dump trucks full of kitty litter? It looked like it was worth $5. Uh-oh. Does it look like it's worth $5, or does it look like it should cost $5? There's a major distinction there. That guy fell right into my arms. How romantic. It's like Tinder for villains. Ow. Okay, he did not fall right into my arms. Man, where are these guys coming from? Oh, come on. You know, oh man, I have Mad World. I paid $3 for it. I'm guessing you went to GameStop because that's where I bought it for $3. I have never played it, and the reason I never played it was because one day I felt like buying a game. I went to GameStop, and I remember I was hearing about Mad World and how good it was, or that it was at least worth $3. And so I went in and I said, let me get Mad World. I know it's $3. He goes, oh, we have a new sealed copy as used for the $3. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I don't really collect sealed games, but I was like, you know what? That's kind of cool that it's sealed. I figure it's brand new. I'll know that it works. I don't need to check the disc condition or anything. I brought it home, and I can't bring myself to open it. So I'm going to end up paying $3 for it again so that I can actually play it. Oh! Man, kick a man while he's down. How about that? Or no, while he's not even paying attention. Oh, hey. You know, come on. I didn't actually need to use that, but... Ow. She automatically gets the 2 hits. Oh, come on now. Hey, what did you let her go for? Alright, come on. I can do this with one. Oh, no. There we go. I think it's a penguin fight now. Yeah, there we go. Alright. It's always sunny in Gotham City. Come on, penguin. I'm probably going to lose this fight. They only have 1 life left. Okay. Yeah, I hate that there's collision detection or collision damage. You kind of can't. The character sprites are all big. You can't. It's difficult to avoid bumping into him. Oh, I thought that there were some sound effects I hadn't heard before. It turns out there's birds outside. Good lord. Not one. Okay. So it might be always top, top, bottom. Or up, up, down, I should say. See, like, he kicks me in the head with his foot. That doesn't take a lot of health from him. There you go, Batman. Just stand there and watch it happen. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I'm super excited that this streaming is all working. Like, not just this particular stream, but just the idea of streaming. I've always wanted to do it, so... Or at least give it a try. I like it. It's a little more... It's like interactive playing video games. Reminiscent of the old days. You sit around with your friends and play games. Come on. Come on. It's hard to tell what he's shooting. Like, they don't look like bullets. Like, I feel like he's shooting those little, like, foam Nerf discs. Oh wow, these guys are tough. One of those with health, it would have been nice. It's nice that they just move out of the way. Oh, man. Got decimated there. Yeah, these guys are strong. Health. Just a little bit. I didn't play Arkham Knight. I've been wanting to play them, and I just never have. I like this, but I have a feeling Arkham Knight's going to have a little bit more variety to it. Because this is very rigid and just... Like, I can't even shoot anything else. I don't have a special or anything. It's not even rapid fire. Like, I have to hold the button in order to shoot. So it looks beautiful, but I have a feeling that the Arkham Knight games will have better driving sections, or at least slightly more fleshed out. I just noticed that it's called the campaign van. I've never noticed that before. I always wonder why it was just like an ice cream truck. I mean, it's a bunch of clowns, so it makes sense that it's an ice cream truck. Yeah, I want to try the Arkham game. Maybe that's something I'll get for the PS3. I have an Xbox 360. I think they're on there, but I never tried it out. And maybe I'll pick them up. That'll be after Christmas. Let's see what I get for Christmas first, because any extra money I have may go towards PS4 games, because I may get a PS4 for Christmas. Puzzle solving with grappling hook. Yeah, I've heard that before, that the fighting gets really repetitive. It's tough though. It's very difficult to... Well, I think it's kind of difficult to create a fighting system that you don't get too bored of. You know, most games that have a fighting system, it can get boring if you do it too much. I hear the stories are good for the Arkham games. And that's what I'm big. I'm huge on story. I need a good story to get me through a game. I've played mediocre games just because I want to get through this stuff. When I played Max Payne, the first Max Payne, and the reason I played it was because after the opening, I was determined to make whoever made all of that bad stuff happen, I was gonna make them pay. And I got very interested in tracking them down, and that drove it. Although the fighting in that game, the shooting in that game was great. That's a good game. I wouldn't mind seeing a new collection for the Max Payne games, or even a new one, like a new fleshed out one with a nice gun combat system. because they added like the kung fu mods and stuff for the first Max Payne, and I don't know, it felt like that felt like a shooting game to me. So I felt like that's what it should have been. Yeah, I can use a little health. Oh, and now I'm right back to where I was. Oh, this part. Okay. I feel like my ability to judge where the girders are is a little... Oh, jump! I think that's the only thing that sucks is you get locked into the fighting pose if you finish off a combo. So then you can't jump. Oops. Come on! He was getting up. Move back. I don't think there's any more girders. You know, if this were Final Fight, I could pick up those knives and swords. Just saying. Although I guess that's not Batman's style. They're not. The weapons aren't shaped like bats, so why the hell would he want to use it? Oh, you wouldn't let me get the health? I guess it would be a little... I mean, it's all cash grabby when you think about it, but... I don't know. I don't think it's... I think it's all cash grabby in the sense that they're trying to make a profit from this. It's not like they're making these collections and giving them out for free. That's why I just think it would be kind of cool. I think... You know what it is for me? I think that it's a cool IP... And I hate to see good ideas and good IPs go to the wayside, and then we end up getting another Bubsy game. You know, an IP that was notoriously bad. Like, it's known for being bad and not liked. So why does that get a game and we lose out on special collections for things like Max Payne, another Klonoa? You know, if you're determined to make those kinds of characters, you know, the mascot type characters, give us another one of those. Come on. Oops. Oh, this is interesting. I think the other guys stopped. The penguin's lair. I think this is the penguin car, or the big rubber duck. Oops. You know what? And the new Bubsy game is going to sell to people who they want to joke about it. They want to say, "Oh, this is." Remember, Bubsy was terrible. Like, and fine, okay, then you're spending $30 on a game from a franchise that you admitted was terrible, but you need to spend that money on franchises and IPs and games that are good games. You know, and I saw a lot of reviews and playthroughs for Bubsy, and it looks like the same old stuff. You know, just overly long levels, too many collectibles. It just seems boring. You know, and it'll sit on the shelf and they'll wonder why you pay 30 bucks for it, or 40, I think it's 30 bucks. And then you stare at it and wonder, why the hell are they making this? You know why? Because you were willing to pay 30 bucks for it. The best weapon we have, they want our money. Video game companies want our money. All companies want your money. That's why they usually do things. The best weapon that you have against that, against nonsense, is not giving them money. But people do it anyway. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. The fact that I'm fighting clowns while penguins are firing missiles at me really sounds like I should be playing a Mario game and not a Batman game. It's so delightful though. The little candy cane colored missiles and their little helmets. Whoops. Oh, come on. Doesn't seem like anything special. It costs too much considering no one's going to choose it over something like Sonic Mania. Yeah. And that's the thing. They will, though. People will. You know, and it's funny. There's one group of people that I understand buying it. And it makes sense. And that's content creators. You know, it makes sense. No one should be buying it. Watch a video of it if you really want to see what it looks like, because you know it's going to be bad. So I understand a content creator channel going out and paying 30 bucks because they're going to make a bunch of videos of them playing it. People are going to watch it. And as long as they have enough subs and views, they're going to make their 30 bucks back. You know, other than that, I would not pay 30 bucks for that game to just put it on my shelf. And I have shelves full of games that I haven't played. Yeah, if they're swallowing a sword and you hit them with the batarang, it takes health from them. Oh. No. It seems like a decent amount of health, too. Oh, much needed. Thank you, penguins. Oh, man. Getting cut to ribbons here. Oh, come on. What? Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure Johnny's gonna review. And there's a perfect example. You know, he'll make a review. He could make he can make 2 episodes of playing it. Not only will the money come back to him, a bunch of people will be able to watch it and say, okay, fine, I've seen it and I don't need to play it anymore. I don't need to buy it. I don't need to do anything. Oh, that stinks. Let me back into a corner. Come on, how are the wheels hitting me like that? Ugh. Yeah, I saw that death coming. What? Oh. Oh, this is it. Good music. You know, the only inconsistency with games like this, at no point did we get the impression that the Penguin is a good hand-to-hand fighter. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. I'll tell you what, I'm going to save the test tubes for... Wow, I don't know what the heck he did there. Alright, yeah, I can save the test tubes for that. Because there's always... Like, the first hit, I can't seem to block. Come on. He just falls away from me. Oh, I can do it. Woo. Oh, yeah. Scene 7 clear. Which, that's it, right? Yeah. At last, Batman has defeated the Penguin. Oh yeah, and Max Schreck is dead, and some stuff happened to Catwoman. Alright. I'm gonna call it there. Like I said, this was just another test. Now I can test to see if it actually saves the file, in which case it'll go up. There goes Catwoman. In which case it'll go up on YouTube. Thank you, Labeled 937, for joining me. I don't know if anybody else was here, or yeah, some people are just nervous. They don't want to chat. Which I was always like that. You know, it feels weird sometimes. Like, I feel, if it's a new stream, I feel like I'm like an intruder. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for letting me know that everything's working okay. And we'll let the credits roll. I just caught the last few minutes. Hello, Borp. It's okay. It's assuming it works. Assuming I hit the right thing and it actually uploads. This will go up on YouTube a little later today. So we'll see how it works, and I can actually watch the stream this time. I have the stream open, but I keep the game window up front so that I can focus more on that. I'd rather play a game well than kind of be going back and forth and losing all the time. So now I can actually watch the stream and see how it works, even though I'll have to watch myself and listen to myself, and that's... Ugh. I think the credits are almost done, so... But, again... Presented by Konami. Yeah, we love Konami. Please don't unsub. We loved Konami at this time, before we found out the horrible monsters they were. But yeah, thank you guys, and I will catch you on the next stream. I may stream later tonight, who knows. We'll see what happens. Have a good one.